Are you sick of trading your time for money? Well, today, we're going to build a real, practical blueprint to help you escape that trap, and you can start today. This isn't just theory, okay? This is your actual guide to creating lasting wealth. You know, we've all heard that saying, money doesn't grow on trees. But what if that's the biggest lie we've been told? Think about it. The traditional path, get a job, trade your time for a paycheck, it's almost designed to keep you working forever. But there is another way. A way to actually plant the seeds of wealth and watch them grow. So here's the real problem we have to solve. When you sell your time, whether you're getting an hourly wage or a salary, there is a hard ceiling on how much you can possibly earn. I mean, there are only 24 hours in a day, right? To really build wealth, you need a system that isn't tied to your time. So how do we break free? Well, here's our roadmap. First, we're going to bust some of the financial myths we've all been told. Then, we'll get into the $10,000 skill pyramid to boost your earning power. After that, we'll build a passive income engine to make your money work for you. And finally, we'll lock it all down with a solid wealth foundation. This is the blueprint. All right, let's dive in. And listen, forget about needing a ton of money to start investing. The very first, most important step is to build a high-income skill. This is your personal earning engine. It's what's going to create the fuel for everything else. So your first mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make $10,000. That first 10K, it's the hardest for sure, but it's also the most important. Why? Because it proves to yourself that making money isn't luck, it's a skill you can learn. And once you figure out how to do it once, you've got the confidence and the know-how to do it over and over again. And the key to earning that first 10K and a whole lot more is this, the skill pyramid. Just think of it as a powerful 4-part framework that can turn pretty much any online service into a high-income machine. This is how you stop getting paid for your time and start getting paid what you're truly worth. So let's break this pyramid down. First up, positioning. Don't just be a graphic designer. Be a graphic designer who makes ad visuals for e-commerce stores. You gotta go where the money is already flowing. Next, leverage. Stop charging by the hour. Charge for the results. If your designs help a client make an extra 50 grand, your value is crystal clear and you can charge a whole lot more for that outcome. Then there's reach. Show off your best work online. Create content that proves you know your stuff, and pretty soon, high-value clients will start coming to you. And finally, automation. Use systems for everything: onboarding, project management, communication. It makes you super reliable, lets you handle more work, and helps you get paid consistently. That, right there, is how you build an earning machine. Okay, so once your earning engine is fired up and bringing in cash, it's time for the next move. We need to build the passive income engine. This is how we turn your earnings into a force that works for you, 24/7, even while you sleep. When it comes to passive income, there are really two main paths you can take. You can use your time to build an asset from the ground up. We're talking an online course, a YouTube channel, you name it. Or you can use your capital, your money, to buy an asset that's already making money, like dividend stocks. Which path you choose really just depends on what you have more of right now, time or money. And as you can see, it's all about trade-offs. Automating a side hustle, that's going to take a lot of your time, but you don't need much cash to start. Investing in dividend stocks is the total opposite. Not much time needed, but you'll need some serious capital to see a real return. And then you have options in the middle, like renting out stuff you already own, which can be a fantastic way for a lot of people to get started. And hey, the list doesn't stop there. There are so many paths you can explore. You could build an audience through content creation and make money from affiliate marketing. Or maybe you develop digital tools that solve a specific problem. If you've got more capital, you could even get into private investing. The possibilities are huge. The real key is to find a strategy that fits your skills and what you have to work with. Now, this is a really crucial point. Earning a high income and even starting a passive income stream, that's not the end of the story. If you don't have a system to protect and grow that money, it can vanish just as quickly as it came. You've got to build a solid foundation for your long-term security. Here's the big mindset shift you need to make. Wealthy people don't see income as something to spend. They see it as a tool to create even more wealth. And the good news is you can start doing this right now with two incredibly simple and powerful tools. First things first, before you take on any big risks, you need a safety net. So park your emergency fund or any extra cash in a high-yield savings account. Right now, these are paying out a nearly risk-free return of 4 to 5% a year. This is your bedrock. Now, let's be real, this isn't going to make you rich overnight. But think about it. Having $20,000 in one of these accounts can earn you about $1,000 a year in passive income with literally zero effort. That's your financial buffer. It's what ensures you never have to sell your long-term investments at a bad time just to cover an emergency. Okay, now for the real wealth builder. If you want to tap into the power of the global economy and get some serious long-term growth, one of the easiest and most effective ways is by investing in low-cost index funds. Basically, these funds let you own a tiny piece of hundreds or even thousands of companies all at once. The goal here isn't to beat the market, it's to be the market. And if you look back at history, a simple S&P 500 index fund, which just tracks the 500 biggest companies in the US, has returned an average of about 10% a year over the long run. This is the engine of real compounding growth. You've probably heard this price of a coffee thing before, right? But have you ever actually stopped to look at the staggering math behind it? What really happens if you invest just $5 a day and you start when you're 18? By the time you're ready to retire, that tiny little habit, thanks to the magic of compounding, could grow into over $1 million. It's just incredible. That's the life-changing power of being consistent and starting early. All right, let's bring it all together. This isn't just a random collection of tips. This is a complete, actionable blueprint for your entire financial future.
So here it is, the modern wealth blueprint. Step 1, earn. Use that skill pyramid to generate some serious income. Step 2, grow. Take that income and channel it into a passive income engine that works for you. And step 3, secure. Build your long-term wealth on that rock-solid foundation of high-yield savings and index funds.
The blueprint is right here, in your hands. The journey to build your future. To do it right, it all starts with just one step. So the only question left is, which part are you going to start building first? The most powerful day to start is always today.